Hi everybody, so welcome to another exposure and response prevention video on my channel, where I try to make exposure and response prevention videos for my choking phobia on a daily basis. So basically what these videos do is I have an anxiety of choking to death on food. It's called choking phobia. Maybe I'll get into like why I have it into another video. I know I keep saying this, but I will. And basically, what I do is something called, exposure and response prevention, or ERP, where you basically slowly face your fear of choking by working your way up, from softer foods to foods that you feel more comfortable with. Maybe you have a good good child memory with, or a food that you feel is, with your culture or something you feel comfortable with. And then what you do is, you record your anxiety out of 1 to 100 before you eat or begin the exposure. Then your anxiety out of 1 to 100 after you've eaten. And you stick with your anxiety, you stay with it. You don't try to do anything to get away from it. You continue with it, you stick with it in your mind, thinking about how you're anxious, how you're going to choke, and all these things. And then you'll see your anxiety comes down. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to record my anxiety right now, 0 to 100. It's fairly low at the moment because I ate a little earlier. I faced my fear a little bit earlier. I was really hungry and very relaxed, and I got up. Usually when I wake up in the mornings or afternoons, I get a very relaxed after waking up, and so I would eat something at that point. So I had an Arrow, and it was an Arrow bar because we're in Canada. Their Arrow bars are like a mint chocolate bar, and basically I had one last night and I had half of it and I thought I was choking on it. So I kind of said, okay, let's try to eat the Arrow bar today when I'm more relaxed. So I ate it. I feel good. I'm going to start right now. I have chicken fingers and french fries, which is like my main staple of food that I eat. So let's see here. Some fries here. So as I said, 0 out of 100 feels low. It feels like I want to say 30. Okay, I'm feeling good, so I'm gonna eat some more. So, I feel it going down. I feel like I can eat more. Before I do, what I want to do is say to anyone who is looking at this video and saying, man, this food is too hard for me. It's too tough. It's too, all right, shot of it. It's too much. I'm going to choke, right? Remember, I didn't do this overnight. This has been done recently over about a week, where you consistently, sustain your exposures over a period of time, record them formally, write your thoughts down, or say them. And I was at a position sometimes where, I've been at the worst. I fainted because of not eating. I became sick physically, vomiting from not eating and drinking. If it wasn't for a medication that makes me crave food in a way, makes you crave sweets, called Seroquel, I don't know if I would have gotten significantly better, right? So don't think, oh, this guy's eating these French fries like they're so easy, like I could never eat these, I'm gonna choke. You're not understanding the purpose of these videos. The purpose of these videos is to document my exposure and response prevention therapy. And if you'll see, I'll work my way up. I had cheese and stuff, and I said start with soft foods. I've always been doing muffins and cheese, and like maybe like, you know, soft chocolates. And once you feel comfortable enough, and you know, you hold yourself accountable and say, I'm not, you know, I should be doing more of my exposure. I can do more if I just recorded it and documented it and stuck with it. So, you know, that's for those people that are like, oh, it's too hard. It's very hard. It still is. So here's a chicken. Excuse me, folks. I need to blow my nose. So again, some thoughts are coming to me about self-worth and shame. I'm eating here where I pray because it's calming to me. I'm a Muslim. I converted in 2009, I believe. And I try my faith to help me. Knowing there's a tension between it and my sexuality, I'm bisexual. When I was at my psychologist's office doing an exposure and response prevention, I was eating this Wendy's. And I was telling myself, I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to order the food and I'm just going to say, look, I'm going to try it at home. I can't do it. It's too hard. What he did was he firmly and sternly said to me, have a bite. You know, have a bite. Being very hospitable, like, you know. And I trusted him. See, somehow, I don't know, by some miracle of God, there may be a lot of God in this video. I'm trying my best to not interpret that, you know, integrate that into my videos. It's more of a psychology channel, but kind of telling you a bit about my backstory. I met this guy, I don't even know how. I literally was just desperate looking for someone on the internet to help me with my anxiety disorders. And basically, when I found him, you know, he said he specialized on his website on anxiety disorders, obsessive disorders, phobias, and Muslim issues and homosexual issues. I was like, this is the guy I need. He's a very sweet man from Pakistan, and he moved here, and he's very educated, very, very educated. And he helped me with a lot of ways getting over my obsessions. He diagnosed me with OCPD, and basically, you know, said why you eat the way you do because of a trauma you had earlier, which I mentioned in another video. And that you need to get over it slowly with soft foods, and eventually you'll feel better. So one more exposure here. I'm gonna try to stay with it. Just one moment. If you will permit me, you get some water. So one, excuse me 1 second. I'm back. Sorry. Need to get some napkins. Now, he helped me deal with my OCPD, for instance, and how OCPD is a personality disorder. So excuse me while I try to continue doing my exposure. Maybe I'll just do the exposure and stick with it for you guys and see how that works. So I said my anxiety was 30. I'm just trying to actually literally just stay with it. I will choke. Food will come down my throat. You'll find though, when you do this repetitively over and over and over again, the anxiety will come down gradually, depending on how severe your anxiety is. And of course, we know anxiety can be triggered by stress and substance abuse and things of that nature. No one's perfect. Everyone has their issues. There's a difference between stress and a clinical anxiety disorder, right? Clinical means you're taking medication or you're speaking to somebody or even hospitalized. All three have happened to me, so. All right. So maybe I should talk about myself and who I am. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll do an exposure video. I'll do another video today because it's Friday. I'll just try to do 2 videos Friday maybe about my backstory. All these thoughts are coming to me like, I gotta trust science and God. That was a thought that came to me. I got to trust science and God. Because science, you have the psychology. God, you have like faith. It was very interesting how I converted as well. Like, I was having a full-on choking phobia panic attack. So, I kind of feel like God helps me. He helps all Muslims. I'm not going to make any claims at all that I'm in any special communication with God. I've seen people on one person on YouTube who actually said God's angels, like Allah's the name for God in Islam. It's the same God, whatever, I'm not getting into this. Basically, let's just say she said that God's angels visited her all the time. That was her channel. Allah's angels visit me all the time. And she would say some of the angels came to her. One had like a 6-pack. Look, I don't, you know, I don't know what to say. Full disclosure, I do have mental illnesses, and sometimes I get confused when there's things happening, but I'm pretty sure I would have noticed a 6-pack angel Gabriel, you know, walking around my room talking to me. So what I'm saying is there's the, you know, science and psychology, and then there's God and miracles and believing in him. So it's really weird because also I'm like, you know, bisexual, and then there's Islam. So science says, you know, sex has the, you know, a person's sex was the person who was born has no determination at birth as to their sexual orientation. And then Muslims say, well, you know, homosexuality is like a test or a struggle, or a, you know, people a lot, like in the Bible and all that, you know, condemned to hell. All right. So I'm just trying to measure my exposure level in terms of, I'm showing my level of exposure. Should I eat more? Am I even hungry? You know, will I eat later? All these different thoughts are going to me. Have some fries here, but I don't know if I can finish them. I got large fries. I don't know if I can finish them. I do sometimes eat like a girl, okay? You don't eat a lot. But sometimes it's a mix of that and my anxiety. It's not like both. It's my anxiety, and I also eat like a girl. So a lot of girls can get away with that, that anxiety, but don't. Instead, face your anxiety like I'm just about to. Bismillah. This video is already up to 20 minutes. I'm not sure if I should go any longer. I'm more of a fan of shorter videos. Just because I watch them again, and it takes a long time to watch again. Same time, if my exposure, if I can continue eating, you know, I might just eat the rest of this later because I just don't want to. I'm kind of in a rush too. I gotta go to Friday prayers and I have work and I gotta get ready. But see, again, you gotta understand, is that your exposure? Is that your anxiety talking? Or is that really you wanting to do those things? It can get, it's like working out. It can get tiring. As long as you rest appropriately and keep at it, keep practicing, you'll understand the difference between your anxiety and you'll try to live a more relaxed life. It's all about relaxing. Here's another chicken nugget. It will choke me. I have these thoughts, of course, right? I have to say them. Like right when I said it would choke me, I didn't really feel like it would choke me, but it's always in the back of my mind. It gets clinical. It's like having a broken leg. You're gonna always kind of have to be thinking about it in the back of your mind. Like if you go to an amusement park, whatever, right? Like if I go to an amusement park, I'm thinking, what will I eat? And last time I went, I had cotton candy. Of course, the anxiety was there. So, getting some anxiety, I said was 30. I'm gonna eat this and try to sit with it. Let's quickly talk about relaxation techniques. And if anyone thinks it's weird that I'm using the toilet paper as napkins, get in line. I've been doing it since high school. I've never found it really be weird. You know, I think my mom was like, don't do that, but I really don't care. It fulfills a purpose. Ooh, toilet paper. Sugared. Okay. Of course, my anxiety is there as well. I'm trying to stay with it. Just give me a second so I can stay with my anxiety just for a second. The next chicken nugget will lodge in my throat. A piece of the chicken will lodge in my throat. I will begin to cough. I will run outside. I will be dizzy. I will be seeing spots. I won't be able to breathe, and I will drive to the hospital. On the way to the hospital, I will faint because no more oxygen will enter my body. I will cause a car accident. No one will help me. I will die. I will cause harm. It's dark. It's dark. It's always dark, I've noticed. The past few videos I've noticed when I do my exposure. Which, by the way, what I just did was the most important thing. Just stick with your thoughts. Just like shut your mind up, stop talking, and just stick with your thoughts. What I noticed recently is there's a darkness within me. I don't know, within the world, outside. We all believe, I do, in an evil force. But I feel my anxiety, it's just, I don't know if it's the evil force of, I think it just might be my anxiety, to be quite honest. And my OCPD is kind of going haywire with religion. And to just bring it back down. But basically, you know, I try to pray and everything as best I can. But I feel like when you actually get with the anxiety and sit with it, sometimes you have mental images. You know, one of them, as I was just describing, was leaving, coughing, having a piece of chicken stuck in my throat, getting in my car, driving to the hospital, and causing a car accident because I would be dead, therefore I couldn't steer the wheel. Another mental image I was getting was just darkness. Darkness. Dark, like just pitch black. So I don't know. But I try to stay positive. There's always white lights and everything. Also my mental images. I like to feel like I'm a good person, but at the same time saying that does make you a good person, right? Maybe we'll talk about philosophy in another video. Holy, 25 minutes? Let's wrap this up. Okay, last chicken nugget. Maybe I'll talk a little more about my backstory. What I'll do is I'll wrap up this video after the nugget. Then I will make another video today about my backstory. And then I'll just start making random videos about more psychological stuff. Even though I want to make it about other things, hell, I might just make it about other things. Maybe just to take a break from the psychology. Again, these videos are for people who want cheap ERP. Because when you go to a psychologist, saving up all your money, right, you go to him, he's going to tell you to do this for your choking phobia. For social anxiety, you know, it's basically the same thing. But instead of food, it's people. More than one, though. In a group, crowded, judging you with their judging looks. You can never trust them. I'm obviously kidding. Or am I? try my best to show you what anxiety feels like. And see what it feels like. If you're walking around outside and you see someone looking like this, you'll have anxiety. Or looking like anything, really. It's invisible. It's a silent killer. Like heart attacks or... I don't know. Alzheimer's? My grandpa died of Alzheimer's. One of the mental images was, thoughts that I had while I was eating was swallowing, actually. We have entire societies are built on the premise that people, when they eat, will not choke. Like restaurants. They have the CPR training, choking instructions, people know CPR and Heimlich maneuver. But it's not like when you walk into a restaurant or have like, they give you a barium swallow to make sure your throat's working fine, and they give you relaxation exercises before you begin your exposure. And they all say, all right, write down on your piece of paper we've given you, right? Instead of coloring books for the kids or a coloring maze for the kids. What's your anxiety, 0 to 100? Then everyone would be like, all right, write it down, and then be like, all right, everybody eat now. All right? That's not how society works. And be like, record your anxiety after you're done. No, that's not how it works. It's, hello, we're hungry, we want to eat some food. In the unlikely event that we choke, it's a lot of people don't even think about, right? We have, like I think by law they have to know the Heimlich maneuver or something. I really don't know, but I live in Ontario, which is socialist, so which helps more the consumers rather than the businesses. So I'm assuming, but at the same time, who knows with Doug Ford? Oh, we're talking about religion and politics. I'm gonna make a lot of friends now. Okay. I ordered large fries. I should have gotten medium. It's a lot of fries. I don't know if I can eat them all. But I know I have to keep exposing myself. I know I might eat just more later. I might just not eat a lot today. Maybe I'll have a muffin later. So I'll have these last fries here, and then I'll maybe say my anxiety level after, and I'll end the video. I feel it went down. I feel confused. Like maybe it's my mind going blank, or I think it's my mind going blank and my OCPD again. Like I feel like excessive religiosity right now. I'm thinking about the mosque I have to go to and everything. My mind's kind of freezing with the fear. Right? I'm scared. I'm very scared. I'm gonna say it was 30, right? Is that what I said in the beginning? Just based on the results that I ate all the chicken and I ate, looks like half the fries. Wouldn't it be lower? I'm trying to get out of my brain lock. My brain is so frozen right now, I can't think straight. So, any more chicken strips or they're all gone? I think you only get 5. Okay. I'm just trying to stay focused, because my mind, when you get so scared, as I mentioned in a previous video, there's fight, flight, and freeze. My mind is freezing right now. I'm trying to just get it out of the freezing state. I'm trying to just wake up my mind. Wake up, mind. What just happened? Experience it. Experience it. Express your emotions. Express them. You know, I have OCPD. It's hard to express my emotions as well. It's kind of like autism, but less autistic. More about OCD. It's like if Asperger's syndrome and OCD had a baby, it would be called OCPD. Okay. Yeah, I want to put it at 29, but I know it doesn't make any sense because I just ate 5 chicken strips and have a thing of fries. So I think the best, most accurate thing to say would be it's gone down by like 10. So I'm going to write 20. Okay, so I went from 30 to 20. Keep doing this, guys. Your anxiety will go down. Try to relax, breathe. There's good exercises out there. Maybe I'll make another video about that. This is my exposure again. Happy Friday. You can look forward to hopefully 2 videos on Fridays. And yeah, one I'll make in the morning and one maybe at night. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.